Hello, this is Jamie from Ninja Poke Studios. I'm going to be explaining to you how you can write your own scripts for the dialogue package we sell on the Asset Store. This is the first part of a 4-part video and tutorial for how to do it, and in this one we're just going to cover basically how to set it, really basic setup up, how to do a normal kind of conversation, and how to put comments in your code. The second part we can do labels and go-tos, third calls and end stage directions, and the final one is where it gets complicated in the questions. Hopefully each one is around about 5 minutes. I think some of them are going to be longer, but yeah. So to start, the first thing you need to do is create a new scene, because it's so much easier if you just do that. On the main camera you should find in your project file actually there's a dialog template.cs script. Attach that to the main camera. That'll appear there, and then you will need to create a text file using Notepad or whatever the equivalents are on Mac and Linux, and just put your text file in the resources folder. If you're doing this in a separate project, you'll need to create yourself a resources folder. If you don't put it in the resources folder, then dialog package can't access it, because that's how Unity works. So anyway, I've called my blank file tutorial script.txt. So on the main camera, in your dialog template script, just rename that to tutorial script. My spelling is hopeless at the best of times, so I do apologise. Whatever you call it, if you called it test.txt, write test in there. And yeah, then you can open your tutorials if you want to develop and get rid of that. So the first part of writing a script is just to start off with the person's name, so we're going to call this person player, followed by colon, then a space of, that can be as long as you like, I can stick it on the other page if I want, that's not very sensible, and then whatever you want them to say. So standard hello world seems appropriate, or hello world in this case. Save it, go into Unity, and to make sure everything's working, hit play. There you go, that should happen. Press next, it should go away. If that doesn't happen, then I suggest you start the video again and you work through each step again. Sorry. Right. Second thing, that's the main fundamentals. So we can have whole conversations like this. We can call a friend ally. We can hit the microphone. Call a friend ally. Put as many spaces in there as you like, because that doesn't matter. Spaces within your text will matter, so if I put a tab there, you'll get a tab in the actual writing. If I put tabs there, you won't. I think if I put tabs there, you'll get that in the name. Anyway, or I can say, well, let's just change that to hello, makes a bit more sense. Hi, player, how are you? Ally, fine. Good. Well, and so you've got a basic conversation there. You'll notice the below moved. That was the aim of it. So you've got whoever's talking, followed by a margin of some sort. I can make that a bit bigger. I thought I could make that. And then you've got what they're saying. So person colon white space what they're saying. Person colon white space what they're saying, and so on. If you then go back to Unity and put that, you have your conversation. Every time you press next, you go to the next line. When it gets to the bottom, it'll end. And so if that happens, you're doing even better than before, I guess. The second part of the tutorial that I'm going to just talk about in this video is comments. We can use the standard C# or JavaScript, Unity script, whatever you want to call it. That standard commenting, only the single line comments. If you try multi-line comments, it'll probably destroy my package. However, they're going to be implemented sooner or later. So single line comments, hello, this is a test. That won't be executed by the engine, so you can write whatever you like up there. You can explain what's happening in each line. This, no, I shouldn't put it in the middle of that. They are now asking each other how they are, whatever, apostrophe, and they'll just get deleted at the start. Well, not deleted, but it'll ignore them. That's what I mean. That is basic fundamentals in hopefully under 5 minutes. So you should be able to start writing simple conversations with that. The next video will explain how to do labels and go-tos, which just provide you a bit more freedom amongst the package and will come in useful in part 4. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to see you on the next part.